Taxi light is on. Mixture lean for taxi, 2 fingers. Transponder on standby. It's this one, right? It's been a while since I've been in this one. It's this one?
The transponder?
No, the transponder's on standby, just the radio.
The radio, it's this one. Correct.
Okay. Flaps up. In stages. Alright, flaps are up. Radio is on. Navigational aids not using. Flight instruments. Adjust my compass. All good there. Fuel selector to right tank. Lake Simcoe Unicom Cessna 132 Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie request radio check and airport advisory.
Charlie Simcoe Unicom answer 5x5. Wind Simcoe 3 now, 300. 1 reported traffic, local altimeter 3015.
3015 Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie. Okay, we're taking off from 28.
Okay, sounds good.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Cessna 132 Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie taxiing from main apron to runway 28 via taxiway Alpha. Brakes are good. Clear on my left, right. Run-up checks. Okay, we're into the wind. The toe brakes are on. Mixer's full rich. Fuel selector is on both. My engine gauges are in the green. Area is clear. Left, right, center, front. 1700 RPM. Okay, checking magnetos. Checking left. There's a drop. Back to both. Checking right. Good drop. Back to both. Magnetos are good. Engine gauges still in the green. My ammeter check. Not seeing any drops after turning on a few electronics. Suction gauge. I'm at 4. Carb heat hot and leave it hot. Mixer check for leaning. Here's my drop, back to full rich. Throttle, slow idle. Too much idle. Carb heat, back to cold. Throttle.
Was that idle?
No, but it started to kind of shut off a little bit. You want to keep trying?
Yep.
That's idle.
Yeah, give it a little more throttle. I think there's a little carb ice in it, so we're gonna melt that carb ice a little bit there.
Okay.
Increase power to like 1300 or something. Check your max. Are they on both?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you can hold the brakes for me. I'm just gonna leave it on carb heat hot here.
Okay.
Right, back to 1,700. Carb heat hot. Drop. Let it melt for a little longer.
Yep.
Alright, let's try it again. We're going to bring the temperature up a little bit more and then leave the carb heat on for longer.
Yep.
Until all the carb ice melts. We'll do about like 30 seconds here.
Okay.
And then you can repeat the procedure from, we're going to do like the mag checks again. So throttle 1,700 and then...
Simple traffic off of Uniform Charlie en route from Craighurst to Hanover, 4,500 feet.
Alright, oil temp is still a little low, maybe that's why. Alright, let's repeat the whole procedure again.
Okay, so we're at 1700. Magneto check. I'm going to check for a left. There's my drop. Back to both. Go right. Another drop. Back to both. And we're back at 1700.
Engine gauges. They're good. You don't have to check for ammeter.
Okay.
Suction gauge is good.
Suction gauge. I'm between 4 and 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Mixture check for leaning.
Carb heat.
Oh, sorry. Carb heat hot. Mixture check for leaning. Here's my drop. Back to full. Throttle slow idle.
Yep, all the way out.
Okay, that's all the way out. Good.
Alright, now it's holding, that's good.
Alright, carb heat back to cold, and throttle up to 1,000. Okay, run up checks complete.
We're gonna run it a little hot here.
Okay.
You can continue the pre-takeoff checks here.
Okay. Seatbelts secure, ears are on, doors and windows are closed, flight instruments, compasses are still... Okay, compasses are good. Engine gauges are still in the green. Primer is in and locked. Master switch is on. Magnetos is on both. Circuit breaker check. Everything is pushed in. Carburetor heat is cold.
Yep, continue here.
Right. Mixture full rich. Trim is set. Fuel selector is on both. Flaps as required. No flaps required today. Controls are free and correct. And parking brake is released. Tow brakes are on. Pre-takeoff checks complete.
Okay. Alright, when you're ready, you can go hold short.
Okay.
So it looks like we do have a slight right crosswind,
yep,
according to the windsock. So I would like to see some right crosswind input.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Cessna 172 Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie, holding short of runway 28. Okay, see no traffic. Go ahead, line up and go.
Oh, what are we missing here though?
Oh.
The whole short checks.
Yeah. Okay, whole short checks. Okay, so takeoff time.
I have 8:38.
8:38. Okay, takeoff time recorded. Instruments looking good. Lights and strobes. Beacons on. Transponder to altimeter. Windsock, we've noted slight crosswind, and traffic appears clear. Okay. Lake Simcoe traffic, Cessna Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie lining up on runway 28. Okay, to our birds. Alright, crosswind controls. Into the wind, feet on my rudder, and full power. Okay, between airspeed's alive. There's 60. 65, rotate. Looking for 91 for best rate.
We'll go 85.
85?
Yeah.
Okay, 85.
Make sure we're climbing straight. I can see the horizon is not parallel to the dashboard there, so we're banking right a little there. All right, watch your speed, a little bit too fast. Oh.
We're at 2,000. Lake Simcoe traffic, Sierra Juliet Charlie turning left downwind for runway 28.
Lake Simcoe Unicom, this is Golf Sierra Juliet, looking for radio check and airport advisory.
Last call from Unicom, Lake Simcoe 6 knots, 50. Traffic is 28,
3016, local traffic is 28, thanks. Lake Simcoe traffic to the Skull Cup from Juliet, taxiing from the main apron, taxiway Alpha to the runway, runway 28.
Okay. Okay, carb heat hot, magnetos both, masters on, fuel selector on both.
Alright, we're going to do 30 degree of flaps landing today.
30 degrees of flaps. So I'm going to reduce my speed so I can get into the white arc. Maintain 2000. I'm going to beam over the threshold, so I'm going to put my first 10 degrees.
That's more like 5.
There we go. Okay. Okay, there's the pond. Start my base and descending left turn. Degrees. Okay, I think approach here is with 20 flaps down is 65 to 75 on this one.
80 initially.
80.
Lake Simcoe traffic, ops 102 entering active runway from taxiway Alpha for wildlife control with a short delay.
Alright, looks like we're gonna need to overshoot then.
Yeah. Lake Simcoe traffic, surgery with Charlie turning final for runway 28. Yeah.
Traffic ops 102 holding short active on Alpha for D traffic in the final. Sierra Charlie, check there, some birds on the north side of the runway there.
Check that, Officer Charlie. On final 28 will commence a overshoot.
Sorry, overshooting?
I'll let you know when.
Okay. Well, that's go around, right? Overshoot?
Yeah, same thing. Alright, pull up, go around.
Okay, pull up, go around, full power, car be cold, maintain.
Let's go to your best rate of climb right away. Watch your speed there. You don't want to go over the white arc.
Right.
Simcoe traffic off Sierra Charlie in the go around. I will be seeing the circuit.
Lake Simcoe traffic off 102 entering active runway from taxiway Alpha for wildlife control. Check the traffic in the pattern. Thanks for overshooting.
Associate traffic, Sears 570 with Echo, 1 mile to the west, entering a left downwind, runway 28 Batavia.
Watch your RPM. You're almost redlining. So
okay.
After you level off, remember to bring the towel back, right? Okay, I think we're almost at the end of the runway, so about right here you can continue your climb here. Pitch first so that you bring the speed to the white arc, and then you add power so you don't run the risk of over-reffing your engine.
Okay. So here I'm just going to climb to 2000 here before I make my turn.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, 2000 leveling off.
to slow down on the downwind. The wildlife control truck is still on the runway there.
Okay. Make some good traffic. Cessna Golf Sierra Charlie turning downwind for runway 28.
Make some good traffic, Ops 102 off active on taxiway Delta, transiting Delta, Charlie, South 8.
KD traffic to 570 Seattle, 5 miles west. Get down for left downwind, runway 28 to KDM.
Alright, they're clear. So back to normal.
Okay, back to normal. Okay, carb heat is cold. Hot. Magnetos on both. Masters on. Fuel selectors are both. Maintain 2000.
And you can resume normal speed if you prefer.
Make some go traffic. This is Delco, Kingdom Charlie, holding short runway 28. Direction Juliet.
Okay, I'm being numbers, speed check. I'm in the white arc. So drop 10 degrees. There's my 10. Trim. A little close to the runway there.
Make some go traffic. This is Delco, Kingdom Juliet, lining up runway 28.
Okay, I'm at the ponds, turning left base and descending left turn. You said we're doing 30 degrees, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, down to 20. There's my 20.
Make some go traffic. This is Delco, Kingdom Charlie, or Juliet on the roll, staying in the circuit.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Cessna Golf Sierra Charlie turning final for runway 28. Okay, 30 degrees.
Alright, so initially start with 80 miles per hour, and then as you get closer, bring it down to 75, and when you're over the runway, you can slow it down all the way to 70.
Okay. I'm at 80.
Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Make sure the aim point you're picking stay on your windshield there, without moving up or down. We have some slight right crosswind. You might need some left rudder or right aileron. You might not. Sometimes the inertia of the airplane is big enough to overcome the crosswind, and you might not need any. Try to stay on center line. We're a little bit left of center line there. Slowly, continuously, slowly bring the nose up, eyes to the far end of the runway. Use your rudder, get back onto the center line. and then we can bring the aircraft to a complete stop here. Alright.
XM go, traffic, this is Delta Juliet on the downwind runway 28, staying in the circuit.
Still got space to take off?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, carb heat cold, flaps up.
As long as you don't go past taxiway Delta, you can take off again.
Okay.
Without backtracking.
Alright, feet off the brake on rudder, full power, 1, 2, 3, crosswind controls, back on center, airspeed's alive, 40, 50, 60, rotate, 80, about 90.
Make sure you're using your right rudder, maintain ball in the center. Need a little bit more work on maintaining the center line. I think we're landing on the left side.
Yeah.
Potentially because of the wind coming from the right, resulting getting being pushed. On climb out, make sure we're climbing in a straight line. Use the dash to help you judge if you're turning. If you're banking right, you will see it's going to be tilted, right?
Right.
Alright, so we're definitely turning a little bit there. Let's turn back slightly to the left.
Go traffic, this is Delta Juliet on base runway 28, staying in the circuit.
Alright, watch your speed.
Go traffic, this is Delta Juliet on final runway 28, staying in the circuit.
XM go traffic, call Sierra Juliet Charlie turning left downwind for runway 28. Okay, carb heat hot, magnetos on both, masters on, fuel selector to both, 2000 and within the white arc.
Okay. I would say we're a little bit too far out. Let's go back slightly in. We're almost touching the grass runway on my right here.
Okay.
We should be in between the runway and the solar fields.
Okay, a beam of threshold, speed check. I'm within the white arc, 10 degrees of flaps. Maintain 2000, trim it out. at increased speed so I don't lose too much. Okay, I've got the ponds, turning left base.
Okay.
Big Simple traffic, Foster, Jet Mike Whiskey, RV7, 7 miles to the northwest of Lake Simcoe, transiting at 5,500 eastbound.
Okay, 20 degrees. Oh, too much. Gonna be too high on this turn.
So what can we do to fix that?
Reduce my speed or side slip. Reduce my speed. Lake Simcoe traffic, Cessna Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie turning final for runway 28, staying in the circuit. For 80 on the approach.
Alright, this time we'll try to maintain center line a little better.
Yeah.
If you're left of it, use more right aileron to get it back.
Okay.
London Radio, Foxtrot, Jet Mike Whiskey.
Right, start to slow it down to not 65 but 70 in this plane. Not too much rudder, just enough to maintain the nose pointing at the center line. Right.
Juliet, downwind, runway 28, staying in the circuit.
Yeah, my brain disconnected there.
Still, I think I saw you try to steer the airplane.
I did, yeah.
The
I
yoke
did.
there.
Yeah.
Alright, the landing was okay. We touched down with the right wheel first.
Yep.
But then I think you maybe used a little bit too much left rudder. The nose was slightly pointing to the left of the center line. If you ease that off a little bit, that will be better.
Okay.
Alright, flaps up.
Alright, flaps up.
Alright, we'll go again.
Alright.
Maintain a bit of a crosswind input there. Yep. We still have a little bit of crosswind here.
Right. 65, rotate, ground effect. There's 80, 85, 90.
go ahead.
Maintain your speed while you're climbing.
8 to the south at 2500. Could be an airport advisory.
Wasn't all the way.
Thank you. November Echo Tango. Our intention is to proceed downwind left hand for 28 touch and go Lake Simcoe.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Sierra Juliet Charlie turning left downwind for runway 28.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Sierra Juliet is on final runway 28.
For this one, I want you to try to touch down on the 1,000 foot marking.
Okay.
You have plus 400 and minus 100 feet for your tolerance there.
Okay. Okay, pre-landing checks. Carb heat is hot. Magnetos on both. Masters on. Fuel selector to both. At 2,000.
Alright, what are you going to do if you have a radio failure at this point?
Radio failure. Yeah, okay, there you go. Turn the radio on and off.
Okay.
Avionics switch on off.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, I can switch this to, I think it's 7600 for radio, or the airport's right there. I can just turn it into the airport because it's a Class G airport. Radio isn't mandatory.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out for traffic and come in to land.
Good. You might also want to take out your headset and plug it back in again and see if that works.
Right. Okay, speed check, I'm in the white. 10 degrees of flap. There's my 10. Okay, descending left turn.
Simple traffic, November X-ray Tango 2 to the southwest. We're going to join straight in, downwind left hand 28 touch and go, Lake Simcoe.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie turning final for runway 28. Too early.
Lake Simcoe low traffic, this is Golf Sierra Juliet at 2,000 feet, climbing 4,000 feet, departing the circuit to the northeast.
Okay. 30 degree, 20. I didn't put 20 on base, did I? No. Okay. 30. Where's my 30? Too far off to the left.
Right, 1,000 foot marking.
Which
Your
one is that
touchdown
again?
point, the big one.
The big one? Okay.
Yes. So do use rudder for crosswind, but not too much that you end up pointing, like over pointing.
Right.
And of course maintain a nose down attitude as you come down and maintain your airspeed.
Simple traffic, November X-ray
those birds.
Nope.
Good. Rudder, not yoke. Rudder. Alright. Yep, good, a little better.
Yeah.
Alright. Complete stop and we'll go again. And you can be a little more aggressive on the brakes. You don't have to be that gentle.
Okay.
Once you start to feel them grabbing, you should have a good idea of how much to apply without locking them up.
Okay. Alright, flaps are fully up, carb heat is cold, full power, feet off the brakes. Off swing controls.
Yep.
Heading for traffic, November 3 Tango left base, 28, touch and go.
At 50. At 60. Rotate. Ground effect. For 80.
Traffic, November 3 Tango on final 28, touch and go, right turn out.
Right, I want you to look out a little bit more.
102 holding short, active on taxiway Alpha for traffic in the final.
Can you see your nose is slightly banged to the right? If you kind of stick your head out like this, you can see it's
November 3 Tango, Cinco Mobile. Check out the threshold at 28. There are a few bird activities there, just an FYI.
Thank you, November 3 Tango, watch.
While you're climbing, try to use your pitch to maintain your speed. Don't let the airspeed slowly pick up. That's a lot better.
Traffic Ops 102 entering active from taxiway Alpha for wildlife control. Check the traffic in a pattern with a short delay.
November X-ray Tango's off 28 and Lake Central en route to Aurelia.
Lakeside traffic, Cessna Golf Sierra Charlie turning left downwind for runway 28.
When you do a radio call, you only need to announce that you're a Cessna 172 on the very first one.
Go traffic, Golf Uniform Juliet, simulated engine failure approximately 6 miles to the northeast of the field.
All the subsequent one, you don't have to mention your Cessna anymore, just say like Golf Sierra Charlie. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, going back up to 2,000.
November X-ray Tango, going right turn out en route to Aurelia.
Okay, pre-landing checks, carb heat is hot, magneto on both, masters on both, fuel selectors on both. Back up to 2,000. Okay, I'm at 2, level off. Okay, speed check. Within the white arc, I'm going to beam of the threshold, so I'm going to put in 10 degrees of flaps. There's my 10.
Right, I'm control.
Control.
6-1 traffic,
failure.
Ops 102 off, active on taxiway, Delta, transiting Delta, Charlie, South Apron.
Lexico traffic, Sierra Juliet Charlie, simulated engine failure, runway 28, turning base.
Do you think you're gonna make it a runway?
Not gonna make it.
Nope. Alright, let's push the power. We can go around here. Carpet back to cold.
Okay, do I have to maintain?
Best rate, yeah, we're gonna climb. Well, actually, level off here. And just keep flying to this direction for a little bit.
Okay.
Put the flaps up. Well, the reason why we couldn't make it is because we have such a big gap on the downwind there, right? So fly a little tighter circuit.
Gotcha. Good lesson.
And now we can turn and we'll just fly over the runway.
Okay. What would be the call I make here?
I'll do the call here.
Okay.
Typical traffic off Sierra Charlie, conducting a low pass runway 28. Will remain in the circuit.
Typical traffic, November X-ray Tango Pursuit to the northeast, 5 miles, 2500.
Alright, we'll do one last circuit and then we'll call it a full stop. And then I'm gonna test you on the emergency checklist after we're going back, going back to the office there.
Okay.
Do you still have them memorized?
I think so. I had my son quizzing me a couple days ago, so.
Okay. We'll give it a try after we land.
Alright.
Alright, we can go around,
Full
continue
power
to climb.
climb?
Yep, pitch first, ATP, right?
Right.
Attitude first, power.
Aurelia, Lake St. John, Skylane, 4.5 to the south and about 4,000 feet.
Breaks into traffic, Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie, turning left downwind for runway 28. Okay, card heat is hot, magnetos on both, master is on, fuel selector to both, and I'm at 2,000, maintaining.
Okay. Alright, same thing, we'll try to touch down on the 1,000 foot marking.
Okay.
And flap setting, we're going to use, we'll try full flaps this time.
Full flaps?
Yeah.
Full flaps.
It's going to be same approach speed. Start out with 80, bring it back to 75 as you get closer, and 70 at the end there.
Okay, I'm gonna beam at the threshold, speed check, slow it down. I'm just at the edge of the white arc.
Lake Simcoe, traffic, this is Golf Golf Zero Juliet, about 8 miles to the north of the field, practicing lower air work.
Back down to 2,000. Okay, there's my descending left turn. Degrees of flaps. Lake Simcoe traffic, Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie turning final for runway 28.
Okay, no more birds.
Oh, there's 30. Full flaps.
That's full flaps there.
Oh.
Alright, make sure we maintain a little bit more nose down. Keep that angle of attack low so that we don't stall while maintaining your airspeed there. So can you see your nose is slightly to the right, so you want to use some left rudder, not too much though. Ease off that left rudder a little bit.
Ooh.
Rudder.
Yep. Okay, brakes.
Power idle.
Yeah.
You can hear the engine difference.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that drop. I thought I had it.
Alright, we'll exit on Delta there.
Yeah. Lake Simcoe traffic, Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie is clear of runway 28 on Delta. Alright, post landing, carb heat is cold, throttle to 1,000. Mixture lean for taxi, 2 fingers. Transponder back to standby. Flaps retracted. flaps are retracted. Unnecessary electronics, we didn't turn any on, and landing time recorded.
Alright, you can put down 923.
0923. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to main apron.
Yes.
Lake Simcoe traffic, Cessna Golf Sierra Juliet Charlie taxiing from taxiway Delta to main apron via Delta Alpha.
So yeah, I'm gonna test you on the red emergency checklist after we go back inside the office.
Okay.
The flight overall was quite well done. Circuit well flown. Something to watch out for is when on departure, maybe just kind of put your head up a little bit more and look outside. Compare the horizon to the aircraft nose.
Right.
It's a lot easier to see if you're going in a straight line or if you're banking, if you kind of focus a little more looking outside.
Right.
Sometimes when you're doing like a climbing turn or a descending turn, make sure you're also maintaining that airspeed. Don't let that airspeed picks up or slow down. Use your pitch to maintain it. Fly a slightly tighter circuit, because the last thing you want to do is when you're doing a circuit and you have an engine failure and the runway is just beside you, but because you're just slightly out and you don't have that gliding distance there, right? Other than that, you're definitely using your rudder now. Still need a little more work on kind of precisely control how much you need. Another thing you need more work on is your aileron input. The reason why we land on the right side of the center line, it's because maybe you didn't use enough opposite aileron to prevent the drift. So now you're fixing the nose, but now we need to also fix like where we're be landing the plane on, right? And of course, lastly, the wheel doesn't control the plane. You use your rudder.
Yeah. I don't know. It's that I know it happens. That disconnect as soon as like whoa.
That's very normal.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
we have been driving for like 20, 30 years.
Right.
So get used to the driving wheel.
Yeah.
With practice, it will eventually come to you. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Still trying to fish that out.
Oh, that sucks. It's not like you can put a magnet in there either.
No, it's a wood.
Yeah. Same spot we were before?
Yeah, sure.
Will we back it in or should I go to the next one?
Oh, just back it in, yeah.
Okay. It was those ones there, right?
We'll park on the right side of OAX, so we're going to face that way.
Yeah.
So you can make a right turn and then shut down and we'll push it back. Oh. Thumbs down.
Okay.
Alright, shut down checks.
Shut down checks. Okay, throttle to 1000. Transponder is off. Taxiway landing lights, we didn't turn any on. ELT check. No sounds, we're good. All electronic equipments, beacon lights off. Radio's off. Avionics master.